Wanted immediately, refined man or woman with cultural background to settle artistic argument. Must be loud, strong, and willing to back judgment with sound authority or large, blunt instrument. No salary, but valuable experience. Apply 79 Wistful Vista in care of Fibber McGee and Molly.
Now, you look here, McGee. I'm tired of arguing about this. You've exhausted my impatience. Let's not hang the picture tall.
Well, we gotta put it up, Molly. I spent $2.98 getting the frame for that picture. Besides, that's the prettiest calendar the butcher ever sent out.
Well, now, just the same, you'll hang it the way it should be hung, or out it goes. The top of the picture should be at eye level.
No. The bottom of the picture should ought to be hung at eye level.
What's your authority?
Professor Roger J. Hemingway, manager of the art exhibit at the Cincinnati World's Fair in 1913. He says so. What's your authority?
Dr. William Poultney Vanderplug, the man they put in charge when they fired Professor Hemingway. That's who.
Go on, I got you there. There never was any Professor Hemingway. I made him up.
I know it. That's why I didn't feel bad about firing him. Oh, come on now, dearie. Let's not argue about it. Come in.
Fibber McGee and Molly?
Yes?
As leading citizens of Wistful Vista, I'm sure you'll be glad to sign this petition.
Oh, you betcha, Bud. Right on this line here? There you are. Now you, Molly.
All right. There you are, sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh, by the way, what's this petition for, Bud?
I don't know yet, but I'll think of something.
Is right. We certainly got led into that one.
Yeah.
Say, why didn't we ask him how to hang that picture?
Because I still think it ought to...
He's a bored mule driver. But go ahead.
Okay. Hello, operator. Give me the Wistful Vista Gazette. Oh, is that you, Mert?
Oh.
How's every little thing, Mert? It is, eh? What's the name, Mert? Your uncle. Clawed by a tiger at the circus, eh?
Oh, heavenly day.
What you know about that, Molly? They took a picture of Mert's uncle clawed by a tiger at the circus. What's say, Mert? Oh, you're ready with the Gazette, eh? Oh, okay. Hello, Gazette. Let me talk to the art editor. Huh? Oh, is that you, Art? Huh? Oh, he ain't, huh? Okay. Well, thanks anyway. He ain't there, Molly.
Where is he?
Gone over to the art museum. They just bought a modernistic painting, and they don't know which side is up.
Say, maybe we ought to go to the art museum. There ought to be somebody over there that'll tell us how to hang this picture.
Say, that ain't a bad idea. I always wanted to see what was in that art museum anyway. It's public, ain't it?
Well, certainly. Let's go. We might pick up a hunk of culture whilst we're there, huh?
Sure, come on. Well, get your hat and let's go.
All right. I'll be glad to get this thing settled.
Hello there, Johnny. Hello, daughter.
Hi, old-timer.
Say, we haven't time to talk now, Mr. Old-Timer.
No. Got to check up on what's doing in art these days. Used to be quite a fancy painter myself.
Old Fancy Paints McGee, he was known as in them days.
That's pretty good, daughter. But that ain't the way I seen it.
You mean that ain't the way you heard it?
Nope. Just bought a television set, Johnny, and I watch the jokes now. The way I watched it, one feller says to t'other feller, say, says, I see where a couple of scientists say that grass is good to eat, chock full of vitamins. Yep, says t'other feller. Here's a poem I just wrote about that. I remember the day when a ritzy cafe was the place to take Mabel or Mary, but now we're so brazen we take our gals grazing in a pasture for two on the prairie. Where you kids going?
Down to the art museum, old-timer. We want some advice on how to hang a picture.
Say, maybe you can tell us. Now, should a picture be hung with the top or the bottom at eye level?
Sorry, kids. Can't tell you.
Go on. How do you hang your pictures?
Can't hang any. Live in a tent. Well, so long, kids.
Museum is a kind of an impressive-looking joint, ain't it, Molly?
Oh, it certainly is.
Well, let's go in.
Are you sure they don't charge admission?
Well, pretty sure. I'll ask that artistic-looking guy there. Hey, Bud.
Yes?
What's the poke for a peek at the paintings?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
He means what do they charge for admittance here?
Oh, 25 cents.
Well, thanks, Bud. You an artist?
Yes, I am.
Do you work on landscape?
No, I work on marine.
Oil?
No, tattoo.
Well, to admission, sis, here's 4 bits.
Thank you. Could I direct you to any particular exhibit?
No, but as long as you work here, maybe you could settle an argument for us.
Yeah, look, sis, when you hang a picture, how high do you hang it?
Yes. Bottom at eye level or top at eye level?
That depends on its juxtaposition to and relation with the masses in the room's composition. There is what we call a psychic or occult balance in which the optical illusion is definitely opposed to the actual or realistic balance.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Thus, what would be a proper position for one object would be absurdly inharmonious for another, when considering the aesthetic values and intrinsic interrelationships in modern decor. Does that answer your question?
Sis, that not only answers our question, it brings up 22 more. Thanks very much. Come on, Molly. Well, we didn't get much satisfaction out of her, did we?
No, we didn't. And you know what I think?
What do you think?
I think if there were fewer people like her explaining art to more people like us, there'd be fewer people like you drawing mustaches on posters of people like Lydia Pinkham.
I think you got some. Oh, hey, look. There's a statue of a gal with the arms busted off.
Oh, no, that's the Venus de Milo, dearie.
Kid? I got a better name for it.
What?
Look, Ma, no hands. Don't you get it, Molly? I says, look, Ma.
Ain't funny, McGee.
Ain't? With all these watercolors around her, I've lost my fire.
Oh, my.
Oh, hold everything. Here comes Mrs. Uppington.
Yes, and simply oozing culture at every pore.
Poor old gal. Personally, I feel kind of sorry for any woman who has to come to a public place like this to see some etchings.
Quiet, McGee. Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Uppington?
Well, I hardly expected to find you two people there. That is, I had no idea you were interested in the more cultural aspects of life in Wistful Vista.
Ooh, yes, we thought it might do us good, Uppy. We may have low brows, but we got high hopes. High hopes.
What are you doing here, Mrs. Uppington?
Oh, I came to attend a class in flower arrangement. Fascinating subject, really. Are you familiar with flower arrangement, Mrs. McGee?
Only the kind where you arrange the flour with a little milk and baking soda, Mrs. Uppington.
Oh, really? Oh, how very amusing.
Yes, I thought so.
I simply must be going. I do hope you enjoy communing with the works of the old master.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, by the way, isn't there a Botticelli somewhere on this floor?
A what?
A Botticelli.
Well, you spend more time here than we do, Uppy. You ought to know where the Botticelli is. I'll ask the guard over here. Hey, guard.
Yes, what is it?
Will you please tell this lady where the Botticelli is?
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's gone. We loaned it to the New York World's Fair.
Oh.
Thanks, Bud. Gee, Uppy, that's tough luck. No Botticelli.
No Botticelli? Well, take my number and call me Uppy.
Her and her Botticelli.
Yeah.
She hasn't bought a picture since she had her silhouette cut at the Columbian Exposition in 1893.
She should have waited. She'd get a lot more silhouette for her dough these days.
Well, come on, dearie. We've got to find somebody in authority that will tell us how to hang a picture.
Hey, maybe there'd be somebody in here. This door's marked private.
Sorry, mister. You can't go in there.
Why not?
Well, that's where the models dress for the life classes.
Models, huh?
Come on, McGee. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute, Molly. I got to tie my shoestrings.
Well, hurry up and get it tied.
Oh, Dad, rat it. Now the other one's come untied.
Now, listen here, McGee. You're just stalling. You think there might be a pretty model in there, and it'll get...
Hey. Here's somebody moving around in there. Hey, she's coming out.
Well, hello there, kid. What you doing here?
Well, I'd like to ask you the same question, old-timer. You ain't supposed to go in that room.
I should say not. That's the model's dressing room.
Of course it is, daughter. I'm the model.
What?
Yep, they're painting the Spirit of 76 today, and I'm the fellow with the pipe. One side, kids, I'm late for class.
Well, as the guy says when he painted the boy on the burning deck, was he a hot sketch?
Oh, look, McGee, here's a class that ought to be interesting.
What is it?
The class in still life. Let's peek in.
Say, Jed, how's that thar mash coming?
Better let her age another 5 minutes, Clam, and keep your eye peeled for them revenuers. I got a feeling.
So that's still life, eh?
As long as we're touring the art classes, we might as well go in here, too, dearie.
What's this one?
Sketch class. Interiors. Come on.
Boy, this is a popular class. I ain't seen so much drawing since my mother put that last mustard plaster on my chest.
Oh, Professor, will you please criticize my drawing, please?
Certainly, Geraldine. Let me see it. Very nice composition.
I thought so.
Yes, but put a little more highlighting on that furniture.
Uh-oh. Stand by, folks. This may not be art, but it's artful.
You see, Geraldine, modern interiors usually emphasize the beautiful grain and finish of wood surfaces. And nothing brings out the beauty like Johnson's wax.
Yes, Professor Wilcox, I know. We use it at home, we do.
Of course you do. And you don't have to be an artist to appreciate the loveliness of a Johnson wax surface.
No. Gerald, that's my husband, says it makes his housework so much easier, too. He says dust won't cling to a Johnson wax surface, and it's so easy to keep clean. It really is, really.
Yes, I know. Well, now, you just keep on, Geraldine. You're doing splendidly. How about you, Mr. Twerp? May I see your drawing?
Well, sure, Professor. Here.
Not bad, Twerp, not bad. But your lines are not good. They're jerky. They're wobbly and uncertain. I'm afraid you lack confidence.
Yes, I guess I do, Professor. Yes, I guess I do. See, every time I try to delineate, I try to draw a line that express. I can't understand. Well, I'll keep trying.
I think he must have come in here from that still life class, McGee.
Well, come on, we can't get any information around here. Let's go on home.
All right, we'll go home and draw straws or flip a coin to see.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Mr. Boomer. I didn't know.
Oh, hello there, Boomer. You taking in the sights?
Out of my way, Brittle Brain. Sorry, my dear. I'm in a rush just now.
Stop that man. Hold him. Stop.
Oh, yes. Stop that man. I'll get him.
Hey, not so fast, Boomer. The guard means you. What did he do, Bud?
He stole a very valuable miniature painting.
Me? Nonsense. Let go of me, sir. I'll sue you for malfeasance and jurisprudence.
No, you don't. You hooked the miniature, and I'm going to search you before you leave. Now hold still.
Oh, wait a minute, my lad. That's the way you feel. I'll gladly turn out my pockets myself. You mind holding my hat, half dome?
Not at all, Boomer. Hand it here.
There you are. Now, let me see. Miniature. Where did I put that miniature? Had it right here. I did not. I never even saw the thing. My goodness. Here's a horseshoe that belonged to our old family mare, Teresa. Poor Teresa. She certainly pulled a lot of boomers. Stick pin I've been stuck with ever since a certain stick-up. Here's a porcelain doorknob placed in the toe of a sock that makes a better sandbag than a lead pipe does. Collect telegram that I shouldn't have accepted. My dear old mother always told me to beware of charged wires. Here's a small bar of candy I swiped from a drugstore counter. Can't go to sleep without a bit of hot chocolate. Here's a nasty poison pen letter from a nasty poison I knew in the pen. And a rain check for a diluted beer. Well, no miniature painting. Sorry to disappoint you, officer, but this seems to be an indication of my vindication.
Gee, mister, looks like I was wrong.
But I could swear that
no profanity, please. On your way, my good man, and let this be a lesson to you.
Well, I don't understand that.
Now, my hat, please. Short, shiftless, and shabby.
Oh, here you are, Boomer. Hey, what's this pinned to the lining of this hat?
Heavenly days, that's the miniature painting the guard was looking for.
Not at all, not at all. This is a little portrait of my childhood sweetheart. Bless her.
A likely story. Then why hide it in your derby, Boomer?
Well, until we're ready to announce our betrothal, I promise to keep it under my hat. Good day, my dear. Good day, Nutmeg.
Going to hang that picture unless you hang it right now.
By right, I suppose you mean your way.
Yes, I do, at the top at eye level.
That don't make sense, and I can prove it.
Well, then prove it.
I will. Now, look, suppose you're at a movie. You got to look up at the picture, ain't you?
Not if I'm with you.
Why not?
Because we always sit in the balcony, that's why. And in the balcony, you look down at the picture. So, you see, you've proven my point. Give me that hammer, and I'll hang the picture so that it...
Oh, no, you don't. That picture ain't going to get hung in this house, Mrs. McGee.
Now, listen,
Here, what's going on here? My goodness, they can hear you arguing all over the neighborhood.
Well, what business is it of yours, Gildersleeve?
What's the idea of coming in here without knocking?
Well, I didn't want to miss anything.
Now, look, Mr. Gildersleeve, now that you've butted in, you might as well make yourself useful. Here's what we wanted to know. When you hang a picture, does the top or the bottom hang at eye level?
The top, ain't it, Gildersleeve?
No, I'd say the bottom. Which do you say, Mrs. McGee, the bottom?
No, I say the top. McGee says the bottom.
Then I say the top, too.
Oh, yeah, just because you want to be opposite from me, eh?
Yes, I do. I want to be as opposite from you as possible in every way. Every day in every way, That reminds me, we go on daylight saving time next week, folks. Don't forget to set your clock ahead.
That's right. I'd forgotten all about it.
That's okay, but you don't set the clock ahead. You set it to the clock back, Gildersleeve.
You don't either. You set it ahead.
How can you save daylight by setting it ahead? You lose an hour that way. Look, suppose it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
What day?
Friday.
I'll be busy all day Friday. Make it Thursday.
I can't. I'm going to the dentist. Dad, this is just for instance.
Get to the point, boy.
Well, I forgot what the point was. Oh, yeah, the reason this picture ought to be hung with the bottom at eye level, Gildersleeve, is because...
We're talking about daylight saving.
Oh, trying to change the subject because you know I'm right, eh?
You're a hard man, McGee. And stop pointing your finger at me.
I'll point my finger at you all I like, Gildersleeve. The rest of the neighborhood does. Why shouldn't I?
Now, look here, McGee. One more remark like that.
Stop it. You two boys do nothing but fight every time you meet.
Yeah, and one of these days I'm going to pop him one right on his button.
You couldn't pop popcorn in a blast furnace, you little sawed-off.
Oh, now take it easy, Gildersleeve. Take it easy. I don't want to slap you down right in my own house.
Then come out in the backyard.
What? In that hot sun? You see what a dirty fighter he is, Molly? Wants to weaken me with a sunstroke and finish me off.
Look, Mr. Gildersleeve, about this picture.
Oh, yes, the picture. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll run over to my house and see how we've got ours hung.
What's that?
How's that?
What's that supposed to prove? I wouldn't hang my pictures the same way you do, Gildersleeve, if you had the authority of Emily Post, Dorothy Dixon, the Smithsonian Institute. Yes, or John Kieran.
Pay no attention to him, Mr. Gildersleeve. You go and look and let me know.
I will, Mrs. McGee. I'll be right back, McGee.
I'd be a great plugger for that guy if I had a gun.
You know, it's funny we can't seem to get a straight answer from anybody about this, isn't it, McGee?
But now, look, Molly, let's look at this thing reasonable. When you look at a picture, the logical... Well, there's Gildersleeve back already with a large fund of misinformation. Oh, well. Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hello there, little girl. What you want? I says, what you want? We're busy.
Yes, so am I bet you. I've been busy all day making mud pies.
Oh, you have, eh? Making mud pies.
Sure. Want to buy one? Only a penny.
No, I don't, sis. What would I want with a mud pie?
Well, gee, if you're going to eat dirt, that's the best way, I bet you.
Who's going to eat dirt?
You are.
Oh, I am. Who said so?
Mr. Gildersleeve. I just saw him outside.
Oh, so he says I'm going to eat dirt, did he?
Who?
Gildersleeve. Look, sis, you better beat it. We're having an argument.
Gee, again?
Yes.
What about?
About a picture.
Which one, the grapes are red? My papa saw that, and he said that although it might be controversial...
No. Not a moving picture.
It was, too.
That, I know it was, but...
Well, then what are you arguing about, huh?
Oh, what a day. Look, sis. Hey, Fanny. Hey, Molly. You explain it to her, will you? I'm more...
All right. Now, listen, little girl. McGee thinks this picture should be hung with the bottom at eye level, and I think it should be hung with the top at eye level.
Oh, I don't know why we bothered to tell you about it, sis.
Oh.
Well, what's so funny?
Oh, gee, it's such a silly argument, I bet you.
Well, what's so silly about it?
I bet you I can settle the argument in 2 minutes, I bet
Oh, you could you?
Hmm?
Well, go ahead and settle it then.
All righty. Give me that picture and the hammer, and turn your backs until I say ready. And no fair peeking now.
Okay, sis. Okay, I'll try anything. Shut your eyes, Molly.
All right. Now, go ahead, little girl.
Yeah, and make it snappy.
All righty. Now, don't look.
Oh.
Because every time I pick up a hammer and pound like this, I put my finger. Ready.
Okay, sis. Now that you've had your fun, suppose you run along...
McGee, will you look?
Huh?
She's hung the picture, and the top is at eye level the way I said.
Well, I'll bet. And so's the bottom at eye level. So's the bottom at eye level. The way I said. Well, we both win.
Why, sure. Mrs. McGee is 6 inches taller than you are, you little rummy.
You know, Molly, we ought to spend more time in art galleries and museums and exhibitions and corn carnivals and all stuff like that there.
Certainly we should, McGee. You know, my father had a painting, a Van Dyke, that he paid $75,000 for.
Honest?
What's so funny about that?
I was just thinking how Orson Welles got gypped. He sold his Van Dyke to a bar.